before Virginia Tech took on Georgia Tech in Lane Stadium, I warned Hokie fans that the talk of Virginia Tech competing for a spot in the national football, college football playoffs, mind you, was ridiculous. Close wins over Pittsburgh and Duke, losses to Tennessee and Syracuse. Look, championship teams don't have those kind of results. And, more realistically, the hope for the Hokies was going to be that they would clinch the Coastal Division with a win over Georgia Tech. However, that did not even happen. And now the playoff talk can effectively be put to bed after what was pretty much an embarrassing 30-20 defeat. Of course, the score kind of hides how bad the margin of defeat really was, because Virginia Tech went into halftime with a 20-0 lead. Never really looked like competing for it and turning the game around. Yes, Isaiah Ford caught a great touchdown pass from Gerard Evans in the third quarter. And by the way, kudos to Isaiah Ford breaking yet another Virginia Tech school record with that grab. He surpassed Jarrett Boykin on Virginia Tech's all-time career reception list. So that was a beautiful milestone to see. And, major congratulations to Ford. Like I said, going to go down as the greatest Virginia Tech receiver of all time. But other than that, it was a bleak game. I was in Lane Stadium, and you could kind of feel the atmosphere die a little bit from the very first play. Fumbling the opening kickoff, Georgia Tech recovering. They did not score a touchdown, but, they got on the board early, and the Hokie offense just really could never get going. And, I keep saying it week after week, and I'm going to keep saying it until something changes, but Gerard Evans is the best rushing option on third down because of his sheer size and incredible God-given athletic ability. But on first and second down, and just in general as a whole, Trayvon McMillan needs to get the ball more. I mean, Gerard Evans carried the ball 18 times. McMillan carried it 10 times. That's not acceptable to me. And look, Gerard Evans threw 2 interceptions. He doubled his season interception total in a matter of one game. And I think that says more about what an incredible season he has had thus far than, the disappointing performance. And, that loss got to Evans. He criticized the coaching staff after the game for, warning him that the offense was not going to see much of the ball. Georgia Tech running the triple option attack was going to control the time of possession. They were warned. And perhaps it got to Evans' head and he was taking out his frustration. Look, he's only human. He's going to make mistakes. And, him talking like that, it can be easily forgiven. The best way to cure that is to get it together and have a stronger week next week. And that's what you would expect out of a guy like Evans, who seems to be a guy of strong repute and character. So, overall, just a very disappointing performance from the Hokies. Evans passing the ball, got good yardage, 316 yards, but what really stands out are the 2 picks that he threw. But, he's going to learn from that and try to get better. Odds are, I'd say, that that'll be the only game in which Gerard Evans throws multiple interceptions. But what really hurt in this game was watching the performance of the defense, because, the Tech run defense, Virginia Tech's run defense, had looked suspect at times, and it looked even worse out there against Georgia Tech. Matthew Jordan, their backup quarterback, ran for 2 touchdowns, including a 53-yarder right through the heart of the Virginia Tech defense. And when Marcus Marshall scored from 56 yards out in the fourth quarter, giving Georgia Tech a 30-7 lead, that's when you really saw the fans exit night, really just file out of Lane Stadium, staggering the traffic. It was a terrible sight to see, truly. Very, very difficult to see the Hokie Nation leave like that. But at any rate, this will definitely be a learning experience for Virginia Tech. And, they missed out on a chance to clinch the Coastal Division. But with a win over UVA, Virginia Tech will be playing in Orlando, most likely against Clemson, of course. And I fully expect that to happen. But first things first, the Hokies need to take care of business against Notre Dame on the road. Look forward to seeing how that plays out. And for those who have passed and for those to come, reach for excellence.